It's time now for the Peter Channel sign-off news, and it's early Friday morning, July 29th, 2016. And just before the Peter Channel closes down for the night, a summary of the late night, overnight news and on this early Friday morning. I'm Peter Wiggins out here. News at 1:30 a.m. Philadelphia, Hillary Clinton became beamed with emotion as she took the convention stage, became the first woman ever to accept a major U.S. party. While in 1968, Hillary Clinton, known as Hillary Clinton, was taken in the 7th Republican National Convention in Miami. And Hillary Clinton also formally accepted the Democratic Party's nomination for president Thursday night. There was a speech to which she said that the nation's moment of reckoning and aggressively cast Republican nominee Donald Trump. Bob Spell met the man when she was living in the Maryland hotel. He had helped the local actor security dog Buddy to a fourth-floor wound. Over the course of the several days in early July, the two neighbors became friendly as white prosecutors dropped the charge against the man accused of killing Washington intern Chandra Levy. Istanbul, Turkey's government had under control over the military, intensified its moves to the consolidated power soldiers of a failed coup by promoting the loyalist commander to dismiss and suspected rebel soldiers. Thousands of firefighters and dozens of airplanes and helicopters are attacking the deadly Sovereignist wildfire for California's central coast near the Big Sur, hoping the clear skies will give them a chance to get ahead of the blaze. Syrian jihadist group Jabhat al-Nusra has announced its severed ties with al-Qaeda and changed the name to Jabhat al-Sham, according to a video statement from leader Abu Muhammad al-Gilani. Russia and Syria have said that they are opening humanitarian corridors out of the besieged rebel-held areas in the northern Syrian city of Aleppo. German Chancellor Angela Merkel on Thursday discovered a recent attack to the country and across Europe as shocking and depressing and terrifying, but she refused to back down from an open-door refugee policy that has attracted fierce criticism. Jakarta, Indonesia. 4 convicted drug offenders were executed early Friday as Indonesia's Attorney General said. No watchman told reporters outside in the Islamic van prison that authorities had not decided when 7 were prisoners. A makeshift memorial in honor of Syria's jungle was taking shape along County Road 7 in Fulton County, near where he remains found on July 22nd. Baton Rouge, during an emotional vigil on Thursday, Vice President Biden drew on his family's misfortune to comfort a relatives on the street, but Rouge police officers slain last week by a lone gunman in Washington. Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton received their government intelligence briefing within the days, even as they have been partly argues that their nominees are not worthy of receiving sensitive information, a U.S. intelligence official familiar with it. Laboratory, Kansas, a transgender social person in Kansas for sending classified information to anti-security website WikiLeaks now faces possible punishment for offenses stemming from a suicide attempt at civil rights group said on Thursday. The bank expanded the purchases in exchange, traded funds, and doubled its size of the U.S. dollar London program, all refraining from boasting the pace of the government bond purchase that form the main part of this monetary stimulus. Google Perk, Alphabet Incorporated, said quarterly profit soared to 24% the second internet China in 2 days to report Blockbuster, and it's driven by consumer rapid shift to mobile devices. Amazon on Thursday reported its third consecutive record profit, nearly doubled its higher watermark, and its 5th straight quarter in the black. The CBS earnings got a boost thanks to the Star Trek licensing. New research suggests that Apple astronauts only astronauts travel outside a low Earth orbit of heart disease 4 to 5 times more often than astronauts who have never flown space to the state of the Earth. The dwarf planet serves as numerous small, young craters that have scientists scratching their heads. The dwarf planet is likely by numerous large asteroids over this lifetime, but where did all the large craters go? Traces of manganese found in the rocks of Mars could be indicators that it was a once oxygen-rich planet. Based on Florida's investigation into the first possible locally acquired Zika virus cases in the Canada, United States, U.S. Food and Drug Administration yesterday asked whether establishments that are to affect the neighboring countries too. Men with low risk prostate cancer reported good quality of life after choosing active surveillance and treatment for a risk of disease, the new study finds. Scientists search for a solution to every resistant infection cause of bacteria may have found an answer to much closer to home than expected up our noses. The clouded gases of e-cigarettes can emit toxic chemicals when chemicals and how much. Depends on how the device is used and solvent and using the e-liquid, new data shows. One person was reported killed in an accident involving a tractor trailer and a car, Route 1 in Plainville, Thursday night, which followed another fatal accident Thursday morning on the plane in Franklin. The second and third fatalities in Alabama area were within 2 days. The Plainville accident was reported about 9 p.m. in the area 119 Washington Street, Route 1 near the tavern from Times Square, westbound of the former Plainville truck stop. Foxborough, hot, humid, and Rover did not keep the of New England Patriots fans from Thursday's first public practice or training camp. Mansfield, a head-on crash that killed 2 drivers on Interstate 495. Wednesday is drawn scrutiny in Memphis Street measures to prevent wrong-way driving on highways. Now, however, John Allen's family has a lofty goal, but they are looking to take a big step toward it this weekend. What a relief! This week's heat wave is finally over. Here comes the rain. 5 former state attorney generals have come to the defense of the Attorney General Moore Healing and the move to close what she said is a loophole in the Massachusetts assault weapon ban. However, it was 3 strikes and you had for a domestic assault suspect. Boston official ruling is from the rent to the plans to build a casino in Taunton. U.S. District Judge Boom Ji Young ruled on Thursday in favor of homeowners seeking to block the match being one out trial from battled in the $1 billion complex. The Boston Globe reported that Young ruled the U.S. Interior Department electing for the D2 designate the land as a Native American reservation. Boston Airbnb is urging lawmakers in Massachusetts support eventually that would require it and other online lodging services to pay the same taxes as traditional hotels and motels. Peter Channel time is now 1:35 on this July 28th, 2016 on an early Friday morning and 10 after traffic and transit report. Let's take an NBG where Green Line Deep Branch Brisbane mild delays with a disabled train, commuter rail, and the ferries out looking good. Take a look at the highways and byways around the region on this early Friday morning and I-84 eastbound at Lewis Ryan and Middletown stretch on 691 691 eastbound side Lewis over there I-84. Merritt Parkway and southbound side back low slope from Bridgeport to Stamford. 95 and the northbound side back to from George Washington Bridge all the way up into the Bronx. Mass Park eastbound side Lewis over Palmer to Sturbridge. 91 and the northbound side back to the Northampton stretch. Mass Park eastbound side Lewis on Route 128 out in Weston and Mass Park on the westbound side Lewis on South Boston. 295 and the northbound side Lewis on Route 6 in Johnson. Up in Northern New England, Spalding Turnpike and southbound side Lewis on Rochester stretch. 295 and southbound side back to the Brunswick stretch. 95 and the northbound side back to between Augusta and Waterville. But 87 and the northbound side Louisville before Canadian up in Vermont. And New York State Freeway eastbound side Louisville after 689 Schenectady and Interstate 8 on the westbound side Louisville just around Cooperstown. Okay. Take a look at weather at 1:37 on this early Friday morning then. We are in need for some much needed rain and we are going to get it today. And take a look at we're under a flash flood watch effect from late tonight for early Friday evening. The flash flood watch continues for portions of Nova Connecticut, Southeast Massachusetts, and Rhode Island, including the following areas in Nova Connecticut, Hartford, Tall, and Wyndham counties, and Southeast Massachusetts, Baltimore, Dixon, Nantucket, Plymouth, and Bristol counties, and in Rhode Island. Providence, Kent, Bristol, Newport, Washington, and Buck Island. From late tonight for Friday evening, rain may be at times south of the Mass Park where rainfall totals at 2 to 4 inches are possible. Location near the South Coast. Cape Cod and Islands are most likely to receive the highest rainfall totals. Significant urban flooding is possible, including roads and underpasses that are prone to flooding and heavy rain. Some small streams may also rise out of the banks. A flash flood watch means that conditions may be developed that lead to rapid and life flooding and flooding. Be prepared if you live or work in an area prone to flooding. Know a safe place to go if you have flooding occurs. And if a flash flood warning is issued. And day 1 this afternoon tonight, flash flood watch, and day 7 Friday for Wednesday, flash flood watch. Okay, 7-day forecast goes like this. Overnight, scattered showers may after 2 a.m. with a low 72 degrees, some clouds sky. Light south wind, just is 40%. New York percent less than 10 minutes possible. For Friday, rain and thunderstorms, some supposed to heavy rainfall. Areas of fog before 7 a.m. Then patch back after 2 p.m. Minor 77 degrees. Common becoming enough fierce when 5 to 9 miles an afternoon, just is 1%. New rainfall amounts between 1 and 2 inches possible. Friday night, showers like rain before midnight, patch back before 9 p.m. Then patch back after midnight. Otherwise, most clouds go at 62 degrees. Don't about 3 to 7 miles at just at 6%. New percent less than 10 inches possible. For Saturday, most clouds cover at 87 degrees. Don't about 3 to 5 miles an hour. For Saturday night, showers after 2 a.m. Most clouds cover at 63 degrees and south for about 5 miles of coming in the evening. Just picture 20%. For Sunday, 45% chance of showers. Most clouds cover at 79 by 64 degrees. For Monday, 30% chance of showers before 4 p.m. Most clouds cover at 67 by 62 degrees. Tuesday, most of the podcasts are high at 82 about 62 degrees. Wednesday, most of the podcasts are 86 about 66 degrees. And for Thursday, most of the are about 86 degrees. Currently, not near 74 degrees. And it is overcast, guys. And that is going to be it for the Peter Channel. Sign up news in this early Friday morning, July 20th, 2016. Have a good night, and I'll see you later this morning for more report. For Peter Channel Morning News, have a good night. Right now, the time now, 21 minutes to 2 a.m. on this early Friday morning, Peter Channel will be signing off for the night. Peter, have a good night, and I'll see you later this morning. Good night.